Larry, anything on animal control?
Yeah, I spoke with her. She said everything was going pretty well. They had to go pick up a bunch of animals. Somebody donated a bunch of dog or something. They had to go pick up today, and she had to make some runs.
Yeah, she had somebody donated 800 pounds of
Something.
dog food or something.
Somebody donated some money for
Awesome.
the program, for the spay and neuter program, and they can, our adoption program one, and they can offer them at a reduced rate. They're doing that right now. And only issue she had, and you're working with her, was Washington County.
Yeah, just
something to do with the way it's written, but she said that's something y'all are looking into.
exactly.
But
Yeah.
everything else in the new cat rooms all look real good and help reduce that smell out there and everything.
So the vent fans we ordered,
No, she hasn't ordered them yet. She was waiting. She thought, she wasn't real sure what size to get, so she was gonna speak with whoever's gonna make sure she's got all the information, but she
Gotcha.
hasn't ordered them yet. And I talked to her about that today too. She's ready to order them, but she's kind of waiting to make sure she orders the right size.
sounds good.
Career Center, Carol's not here, but she said they've been really busy. You can look in the classifieds in the paper anywhere, online or anything. There's jobs, a lot of jobs here, so they've got plenty to do. Like I said, they have been working with the detention center on some of their programs also. So one other thing that we do have at the transfer station now is we did put the dumpster out there. We got the cameras up and going, so had signs made up and got it done today. So let people know.
As much yet, or?
Just got it. Yeah, you know, the key thing there is that hopefully people don't abuse it. But now, I will say this, you know, if, I know, for example, with the city, some of the things they run into, and if that starts happening out at the transfer station, I think we're gonna have to pull that situation, so. Yeah, that's all we can do.
Well, we got an after-hours dumpster at the transfer station gate now. What we were having is a lot of people were going past the gate after hours and dumping. So we were going to try this and see if we're picking it up anyway, basically. So we're going to give this a shot, put a camera on it, and hopefully it works.
So we got a camera, so don't go out there and dump something illegally, because we'll be sending Sheriff Clements and the gang out to see.
Do we need to put something in the paper, things you can't put in the dumpster?
It's posted. Keith worked with Jimmy on what he could put in there, so.
But as, I don't know if it's good or bad, if someone goes out there with something that shouldn't be in a dumpster in a pickup truck and they get there, they're probably gonna throw it in the dumpster. If they know before they leave the house they can't put it in, maybe they won't take it. So do we need to educate people on what can't go in a dumpster?
It probably wouldn't hurt to do that, but we do have signs on it as far as, what's there. That'd be the item they take down the road and throw out anyway, probably, but that's what they're doing now, so.
Education's
like
a
I
great
say,
thing, but that old saying, you can't educate.
It's worth a try to see if it works.
We can try it.
Yeah.
We gotta give it a shot.
Yeah. Hopefully the neighbor down there, they take it to the same spot every time, and he calls every time, which I don't blame him. I call too,
Oh, yeah.
So,
We'll put it down there. We'll
hopefully
we'll move the dumpster down to his house.
put a dumpster on his property.
Yeah.
Good deal. All right. Item number 13, old business, new business. Item number A on that is consider approval of service agreement with RCS for emergency management.
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Elder.
Yes.
Mr. Mash.
Yes.
Mr. Bishop. Yes. Well.
Yes.
Mr. Wicker.
Anybody else have anything?
Judge, I've got something. The American Legion, the flag that's always been downtown on Main Street with the flagpole up on the building and so forth. Anyway, I guess it's just finally met its time. But anyhow, I'd like to utilize $3,000 of my community project funds to donate to American Legion for construction of a new flagpole and flag to fly down above downtown Lebanon. And that's a motion.
Second.
Mr. Elder.
Yes.
Mr. Webb,
Yes.
Mr. Masters,
Yes.
Mr. Wicker, Mr. Bishop.
Yes.
I've got one more thing, and that is, I know the fairgrounds has the Fair Board's done an excellent job in getting things together and getting things in shape out at the fairgrounds. It's looking tremendous. But I know that they've got a couple of projects they're trying to finish up, and I'd like to utilize the final portion of about $2,500 to the Marion County Fair Board. Motion.
Second.
Thank you.
Mr. Elder,
Yes.
Mr. Webb,
Yes.
Mr. Bishop. Yes. Mr. Wicker,
Yes.
Mr. Masters,
Yes.
unanimous.
Thank you, gentlemen.
I'd like to donate the remainder of my portion to the improvements at the Sportsman's Lake area out there for, where they have 4-H and shooting sports and all them. There's some improvements need to be made out there on the grounds to make it a little better suited for them. In total of, I think I've got $1,221.85 left, just if that's what the figure is.
Motion.
Donate that to those for improvements at the
Second.
Mr. Elder? Yes. Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Mr. Masters?
Yes.
Mr. Coyle?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Unanimous.
And I'd like to ask for a motion to use the rest of my community project money, $300 to Raywick City Park for playground repairs, and $823.87 to St. Joe for repairs to the walking track to be used there. Well, I've got another one.
Motion.
We'll go ahead and-
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Mr. Masters?
Yes.
Mr. Coyle?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes. And then for my community development money, I'd like to ask for a motion and permission to enter into a lease with two different parties. Phyllis Troutman and Joe Paul Mattingly have offered to let us use two parcels of ground. We're looking at doing a 5-year lease on those. We're going to build a canoeing and kayak area at both locations. And like I said, we're going to do that on a 5-year lease. Road department's going to go in and do the majority of the work for us. We will have some concrete work that has to be done, but I've got all that in here along with our surveying and deeds for those. And then the county attorney will be drawing those up. The lease is up for us, and we also want to be able to renew those leases after 5 years. The total on that's $18,035.
That covers the concrete work and so forth?
Concrete, the surveying, the work the road department's going to do for us, the rock and the culverts and things
Awesome.
for that, so.
You know, and actually, there's several communities that have started, much like the boat, the dock and so forth.
Calvary,
It's unbelievable the amount of participation that they're getting on kayaking and canoeing and so forth. So
It is, it really is.
and then I'd like to use the remainder of that money for the fairgrounds, which is $1,965 to finish the improvements out there, so.
On the lease, is that just a typical lease between the two parties? Between
We're going
Marion
to
County Fiscal Court and,
actually, would that be between Marion County Fiscal, or would
That's-
that be
that's-
between
I'm a little
Marion County
confused here
Public
on that.
Properties?
Like to do with public properties.
Yeah, that lease agreement would have, I was thinking would have to be between Marion County Public Properties as opposed to Marion County Fiscal Court, since Public Properties oversees all of
is
our
there
property.
any liability to this lease as far as the county?
I'm sure our county attorney will make sure that she has the i's dotted and t's crossed.
Well, that's,
You need a motion on that?
Yeah, I did a motion. for
Motion
that.
for Craig's, can we
Second.
do all that in one? All that under one motion?
Yes.
Mr. Coyle?
Yes.
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Mr. Masters?
yes.
Mr. Wicker? Yes. Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Unanimous.
But that is a good question. I think obviously the landowners would have to sign a hold harmless agreement in benefit to the Marion County Public Properties.
Well, my concern is the landowners and the public using something that public properties owns and paying a lease on. That's my concern. Just something to think about.
That's why we have our
County attorney.
this county attorney
That's
here
right.
with us.
And also, we do have our lighting, cameras, everything is working at the lookout now. Thank Jimmy for all his and Julie's hard work and keeping that painted and cleaned up for us. And hopefully, since the cameras have been up, we haven't had anything else written on there, have we, Jimmy? And we actually finished the lighting this week, and you have to ride by there after dark. It really turned out nice.
Do you guys hire out for painting?
Let me, you say Julie and Jimmy?
question.
They did a lot of painting. I also want to help, or thank Michael Jarbo. He helped with a lot of the wiring, and we spent several nights up there after we both were off work, so,
Good deal.
It looks good, huh?
I want the court to know that Julie is my sister, and I taught her how to work.
it's all right.
I don't know if Julie wants everyone knowing that, but
I don't
anyhow,
think she wants people knowing.
it's okay to,
Under her hat.
I had one of these when she's a kid, and I used it
you know,
on her.
these, I can see where these could be dangerous in this meeting, you know?
That's enough, Larry.
No motion, yeah.
Well, they was metal.
They were meddling.
Judge, motion to approve the bills with additions. I do have one addition, I've got the materials and so forth for the Card Lane and Sam Brunning project at $4,500. I've got that. So I meant to bring the invoice in, but I'm gonna go ahead and get that approved.
We approved it.
We did, but I'm putting it on payables, bills to be paid.
Okay. Okay.
Motion.
Second,
Mr. Elder,
Yes.
Mr. Masters,
yes,
Mr. Bishop,
Yes.
Mr. Quayle,
Yes.
Mr. Wicker.
that was with additions, wasn't it?
Oh, and by the way, go Marion County Knights tomorrow, 11 o'clock, Lexington Legends Field. If you can make it, be there. Be a great thing.
Also, the St. Joe picnics Saturday night.
Saturday.
Picnics.
Their famous fried chicken.
I think they got some entertainment by, Keith, you all are playing down there.
That's where Mr. Brady's at today, out frying chicken.
Does anybody else have anything?
Cookers are there. Good.
MTA, everybody?
All in favor, say aye.
That's good.